Hello, dear friends. If you enjoy this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and share your support while watching. And at the end, make sure to subscribe to my channel to help me continue creating helpful content. Today, I want to talk about the latest IRCC news. With the recent announcement that IRCC has paused the National Home Care Worker pilot programs, many people in Newfoundland and Labrador are asking one very important question. Is my permanent residence application now in danger? For many of you, the answer is actually good news. This federal pause only affects the specific home care worker pilot programs. It does not shut down the Newfoundland and Labrador Provincial Nominee Program, also known as the NLPNP. So, if you are currently working as a home support worker in Newfoundland and Labrador, you still have a completely separate and very real pathway to permanent residency. In fact, for many caregivers, the NLPNP should now be considered your Plan A. Here's why. First, Newfoundland and Labrador manages its own provincial nomination quotas. These quotas are not tied to the federal caregiver pilot system, and they are not affected by the more than 34,000 applications currently sitting in the federal caregiver backlog. Second, home support workers classified under NOC 44101 can qualify through the NLPNP skilled worker category as long as they have a valid full-time job offer. This means you do not need to wait for the federal caregiver pilots to reopen. And third, speed matters. While federal caregiver programs can take years to process, Newfoundland and Labrador aims to process the provincial portion of an NLPNP application in approximately 25 to 30 days. That is a major advantage in today's immigration environment. Now, if you are planning to shift your strategy to the NLPNP as a home support worker, there are several key requirements you must meet. You must have a valid full-time job offer of at least 30 hours per week, and the position must be offered for a minimum of 1 year. You need language test results showing at least CLB4 in English or French. You must have legal work permit status in Canada, with at least 4 months remaining on your permit at the time you apply. And finally, your employer must be a registered business in Newfoundland and Labrador and must hold a valid job vacancy assessment unless they are exempt from this requirement. The federal caregiver pause is a strong reminder of one important lesson. Never put all your eggs in one basket. If you are already in Newfoundland and Labrador, or if you have an employer there who is ready to support your application, the NLPNP is one of the fastest and most practical ways to avoid the federal caregiver backlog. As of February 2025, the NLPNP now operates under an expression of interest, or EOI, system. This means you must first submit your profile and wait to be invited to apply. The good news is that the NL Immigration Accelerator portal is active and currently accepting EOIs. And while IRCC is focusing on clearing the federal caregiver backlog, provincial nominees are usually processed through a separate and faster federal stream at the final permanent resident stage. Check the link in my description for the official NLPNP guide and submit your expression of interest as soon as possible. Do not wait for 2026. If you qualify, take the provincial pathway now.